I'm probably going to set up some sort of like chart to keep me motivated, because I am one of those people that if I get to check things off, it's great. Hey y'all, welcome back to another day of vlogmas. I'm gonna kind of stand right over here or sit over here so that the lighting is not nearly as bad, because I'm recording at like 11, so it's kind of an awkward time of day with where my apartment is, because I have my room is specifically like east-west facing, so yay! And coffee! I'm gonna need this today, because let me fix this a bit. Yeah. Because yeah, this is the like last day I'm really in Kentucky, so awesome. You're gonna probably see this sweater a lot. Today I was thinking about actually recording kind of a video, another get ready with me. That was what I was thinking about for next year, like my goals, hopes, aspiration. And let's get started. This is gonna be much more in the kind of clean girl aesthetic. I mean, I've been looking at more makeup styles that are just easy to do. Nothing absolutely crazy. Not minimal effort, but like not hard effort. The biggest thing for next year is I really want to be done with my PhD. That is the big push for me, is to hopefully be done by December next year. It'll probably be actually, if I finish by next fall, probably it'll be either October or November that I actually finish. And you're probably wondering, okay, why not later? Well, it kind of starts to mess with some of the class stuff. You want to get it done before finals week. I had one friend who did her defense about, what was it, like 2-3 days, the Friday before Thanksgiving, and so that worked out pretty well. And I kind of like either that or defending in October, because Kentucky in October is absolutely beautiful. So that's kind of my goal. And I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot at this point. So right now I have pretty much one big project left to do. It's the one I'm always talking about in my vlogs right now, of trying to do this diffusion work. That is probably going to be the last project I'm doing. I've also got some other things kind of on the sidelines of like, oh, just got to clean this up, clean that up, and then I should be all hunky-dory, because that is a big thing that needs to get done, of like, okay, just a little bit more analysis. And in some ways it's hard to just like say, okay, I am done, because I've dedicated so much of my time and life to this work already. And so it's my baby in many ways. Like, I've joked about doing like the maternity shoot, all that kind of jazz with getting my PhD, but this has been such a labor of love, and honestly I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm just still so a very passionate person, so yeah, of course. This is also almost similar to the makeup I do when I'm at conferences and everything, because when I've been at conferences, sometimes I actually do my makeup. When I was at MSNT this year, I definitely did my makeup each day, sometimes more extreme than others. But it was kind of a good way to almost calm my nerves, especially the day that I was actually presenting, which I have found out when I'm presenting for TMS this year. I'm like the first day, because also with that one, I'm probably going to be traveling just like, it starts on a Sunday, and I probably will travel that Sunday. So I'm going to be tired, and I don't get to be able to practice in the conference space before I actually present. On the bright side, it means that I will be done early, so I can just go and enjoy the conference without having to be nervous about my presentation. I'm also curious to see how many other PhD students will be in that session, because when I was doing my MS&T presentation, I was the only PhD student in my specific session, and I think the overall session, I may have been the only a graduate student, which is kind of crazy. With that also, I definitely need to get those papers published. I talked about publishing papers last year and it just we never were able to get it all completed. We got more of it done. We're in a better spot, but it's not done. And I have enough work to publish a lot. And the big thing is I just need to sit down, make good plots, and finish writing. So in that one, I can explicitly be like, okay, the thing that needs to get done is I need to dedicate an hour a day to writing, and not be like, oh, I'll just like tack on more and more as the days go on. I need to get this done now. So that is my goal. I am probably going to set up some sort of like chart to keep me motivated, because I am one of those people that if I get to check things off, it's great. It's the reason I use like things like the Finch app to kind of keep me from spiraling too much and just kind of sitting in my bed all day. Having the Finch app helps me. It's especially helped me right now during vlogmas to get stuff done, honestly. Those are kind of the big academic things. I also definitely need to start doing more job search work. I have already like interviewed with one place that was the Army Research Lab, but that was more of like okay, this is an idea, kind of what you need to start looking for when you're actually applying, because I was just kind of doing preliminary work, and that was what also was going on at the Sweet conference. Also, I need to pause so I can actually do my eyes. Eyeliner is on. Honestly, I really do like that Colourpop BFF liner, and this one is in brown, and it's a nice liquid brown liner. A little less harsh, because I've been going for like a little bit of a less harsh look, and you can probably barely see the fact that I've got shimmer on my eyes, even though it is from one of my favorite like super soft shock shadows, and I'm actually gonna add a little bit more because it is one of my favorites. Yeah, it's a nice, easy, just like shimmer on the eyes. Need to start the job search. I kind of, with going to We23, I'd started talking with people. I've gotten my name in their system, which is one really good step, but I need to start to look more aggressively, figure out what I at least want to do for the next 5 years of my life. Maybe not the next 10, 20 years, but at least the next 5. It's kind of scary and daunting, and I was able to put it off for so long while being a PhD student. I mean, y'all saw I don't want to be an adult in so many ways. That's hard. That is so hard to do. The other things, again, and they're very adult-like, that I have to really start focusing on, saving more money. That is kind of my big goal for January and February, is to get good at saving money and budgeting. And I mean, like, it's going to take longer than just 2 months, but start really putting in practices to help with that. And the reason I'd want to do that is I really want to go on an international trip. I see a lot of my friends go on international trips, and I would really like to do that too. I've not really been able to because of timing for things, but because being a grad student, I mean, I can set my own hours in so many ways, but it's still hard to kind of like dedicate an extended period of time for that. But if I'm getting close to finishing, I can start saving up to go on that like big trip that I've always wanted to go on. And the places I'd really want to look at are either going to maybe the UK. I've always been such an Anglophile that it's been kind of crazy. I haven't gone to England yet, but I haven't really had the opportunity to. This is kind of the age that a lot of people would start doing their like European backpacking travels, or maybe a little bit beforehand, but you get what I mean. I'd also would like to maybe go to like the lowlands of Europe. That would be fun. My parents did a cruise around the lowlands and they really liked it. So I think I would probably enjoy it, either going to places like Amsterdam or Belgium. I think that would be kind of cool to go to those areas. Switzerland just looks so beautiful. All those places would be kind of a fun one. I've also have joked with friends about going to maybe like Toronto, because they've got some fun activities there. So similarly getting a big city experience, but I mean, it'd still be really expensive. And also I'd really enjoy going to places like maybe Montreal. I have been to Montreal once before, but I was only there for about 36 hours. I was there for my sister's bachelorette party, but because I was a student and it was just like I couldn't take nearly as much time off because I was in my early days of being a materials engineering like upperclassmen, and those classes for that junior year, for all the junior year, were really aggressive. So I couldn't easily comfortably take off multiple days. So yay. I also, if I remember correctly, had a paper like due that Monday or Tuesday. I would have probably. So I was like, I had gotten most of it done. I dedicated so much time to get all of that done, so that I wasn't gonna be like focusing on it when I was there. And I didn't really. I think I did maybe fixed up some citations when I was on that trip, and that was it. When we were taking a moment, like a down time. So yeah, but I really want to just go on these trips because I look at it and it looks so fun and exciting. So yay. But yeah, you can see also I've been doing a lot more stuff of like using my fingers while doing my makeup, because yeah, it's cheaper than having to keep on buying beauty blenders. Also, I do really like this liquid blush. It's nice. This is just like the CoverGirl Dewy Tint, because I am cheap on a lot of things. So that's kind of some of the big things I want to save up for, because also I do have to think about saving money for like when I actually move, because I don't have furniture to my name. The most I have is a chair that I inherited from my grandfather, and that's about it for the furniture. So I'm gonna have to buy a lot of stuff, which, oof, that's gonna be interesting. Let me also even out this side, because ooh, some of this is very blushy. Yeah, I think that's evened it out more. Just kind of a flush on the cheeks. I've got very big cheeks, let's be honest here. I've got a very round face overall. Maybe use just a teensy bit of foundation to kind of smooth this out a bit. God, I have to be careful where I put my mirror, or else I'm gonna blind myself. Blush is one of the things I've yet to fully master. Okay, at least it looks good on camera, it looks like. Not as great in person, but y'all aren't seeing me in person. The other things that, it's the common comments of like, I need to work on my physical and mental health. Physical health, the big thing is I need to stop overeating a lot. I am pretty consistent on my workouts. Granted, that's also because I pay for getting like a personal trainer through the university's gyms. And I like it because I am paying somebody to help me. And it's an undergrad. They're working for some money, and so I get to help them out, even though, again, I'm also a grad student. So, like, but it works out well for me. And I've had really good trainers, and I've gotten really close to them. So that's been very nice. Y'all have seen me talk about going to the gym a lot. And I go between once or twice a week. Right now, it's been more twice a week because I've had the time. Earlier this semester, I only was like sometimes in town for like 2 days. So if we could schedule to meet, that'd be great. But if not, oh well. But so I really need to work more on I want to work more on my physical health. I've been thinking about getting back into ballet again, partially because of the Nutcracker. That just made me really remember how much I missed dancing. And I miss dancing. I miss performing. That's something that I definitely do miss a lot. And I think it would be great for like helping with stamina, flexibility to get back into dance. It's going to be a little bit expensive, but again, if I try to focus on saving money in some aspects, being more frugal, and making sure, for example, I don't waste food, or I make like dishes that are filling but also low in calorie and usually on the cheaper side, because you can do that, I think it would all work out fine. It's just going to be a lot of baby steps that I need to work out explicitly, but I know that I will be able to do that. And when it comes to things like mental health, the big things with that are actually setting up like I'm just trying to use this as a mirror. That is not a mirror. Those are my notes. Okay, so I've been thinking about it, and I just need to actually call again to the mental health services, because like they were like, you initially, if you had not had any sort of appointments, you could like set everything up online. And then I tried to do that, but they're like, you already have a thing. And it's been a whole runaround. And at points I was just like, I don't have the time or energy to actually do this, which is probably why I need to go to therapy more often if I don't have this energy. Yeah. But they make it hard. They were making it harder for like students to go seek help, in my opinion, because I've had other friends have the same problems. And I'll be honest, I didn't have a great experience the first time. The therapist I had, I was like, I'm here, I've been struggling. And he's like, no, you're not. And I was like, okay, sure. Lastly, the last thing I want to get done by the end of the year, and it kind of coincides with wanting to finish my PhD, is to finish up my bourbon field guide. So I've gotten most of them. It means that I'll probably have to do like a weekend trip up to, down to Western Kentucky to get more of them. But I am slowly building up the stamps. I haven't gone to a distillery in a while, but that's just because timing hasn't been on my side. I've been out of Kentucky for like weeks at points, so it's not worked out for me to go on like a weekend trip to like go to central Kentucky, or not central, I'm in central Kentucky, Western Kentucky, because that is like a 2+ hour drive. It is hard trying to do makeup looks and then also just be actually looking in the proper camera instead of the mirror or the actual screen. So I'm sorry if I've spent most of this time like looking kind of off. It's hard. I've been trying to be better about it, but okay, I think this looks really cute. It's very like wintry, even though I think it's like 50 degrees outside, so that's pretty warm. If you told me that as a teenager, like as a 17-year-old, and said that 50 was warm, I would have looked at you strange. But I mean, now that I've seen -50, this is absolutely nothing. But yeah, I hope all of my goals for 2024, God, that felt weird coming out of my mouth saying 2024. Hope all those goals make sense. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. There will be probably more Get Ready with me in the new year. And please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.